Hello and welcome to Midweek Metal Podcast, The Crew. This week we'll be going through our top 5 albums of 2022. I'm here with James. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. And I'm here with Aaron. How are you?
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Fantastic. Top 5 albums in no order. Just the top 5 because there's too many to. Well, not too many. I don't know how to put them in, but there is lots of albums that come out this year, isn't there? There's lots of not lots of albums. There's lots of albums every year that comes out, but there's lots of awesome albums this year. That's lots.
There's too many to put into lists, really.
Yeah, man. There's too many to put in this. We'll go straight from the top. Get straight into it. Our first one is Sergeant Thunderhoof. This Skeptrid Vow. Awesome album. Love this album of this year. This Bath Sergeant Thunderhoof. They've steadily been making their name throughout the UK. Their big sound consists of atmospheric and huge stoner doom metal riffs echoing through venues across the UK. Which is fucking awesome. The latest release, the Skeptrid. Done it again. The Skeptrid Vow. I always get tongue twisted in it. Don't do it. Even playing on the podcast, I always get tongue twisted with his name. But this Skeptrid Vow is sometimes dark and sometimes upbeat as you get lost in the atmospheres of the album. From the opener, You've Stole My Words. The Devil's Daughter, Absolute Blue, Foreigner, Woman Call, and King Beyond the Gates. The album takes you through a journey of the Thunderhoof. Fuzzy blues, big riffs, epic low and high vocals. Yeah, man, it's just I can't speak highly enough from this album. Show Don't Tell offers up something a bit different, a more modern, an upbeat take on a traditional sound, and Avon and Avalon Part 1 and 2 close the album. With these two songs, they've created a deeply reflective, haunting, psychedelic two-part song that intertwine with each other like a dance of the dead.
Oh, yes.
Boom.
Boom.
That is how I see the album because it's fucking awesome. I think they're my most listened band this year on the Spotify. Yeah, just because I love this album, I just kept on going back to it. I've listened to it, obviously, and it's good that I'll go somewhere or go anywhere. I can just put it on.
Yeah,
it is a good album. I wouldn't be surprised to see them get something big off the back of it. It seems popular.
Yeah, man.
and it sounds just as good live. They played the Part 2 Guildford, didn't they?
They did.
This. It's exactly. I've got the same one, same placement as you.
You got the same one. Goals, same placement. So you can say what you want to say about the album.
You've already said it perfectly. There's nothing I can add to it. Just that my favourite ones on there are Absolute Blue and the last two tracks, plus Foreigner, Devil's Daughter. The whole thing just sounds awesome. It's everything you want from a doom band.
Yeah.
It is. It sounds great. So Sergeant Thunderhoof is mine, James, yours in our top 5 of the year. Go on now, what you got?
My first one is Lamb of God with Omens, which I really liked. I thought it was a bit of a return to form for them.
Yeah.
They're not that their last albums have been bad. I just didn't think that it was up to the same quality as the others. It's their first album with new drummer as well, I think. So Art Cruz seemed to come in pretty well.
I think he's in the last one as well, isn't
he? Yeah, no.
Is he on the last one?
Yeah, I think he was in the last
one.
Okay. And either way, it is great.
Yeah. They recorded it mostly all live as well, apparently in studio.
Oh, awesome.
So I think I think that's what gives it a bit more of an edge than the last one. I'm not sure if it's any different. The sound definitely sounds different to me. It's got a bit more of the RAF feeling on this album,
Yeah,
which I
it's
quite
very
dig.
consistent as well.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's got that Lamb of God sound, isn't it? But it's I think it is a return to form. You're right. It is it's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely was looking forward to seeing them at some point this week. I think it was until they moved it to fucking March again.
We'll see them again at some point in time.
Eventually.
Seen them quite a few times anyway, but we'll see them again on the tour that's been about for 3 years now. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. Do you want to do one, James? You go.
That one is in my list as well. It's just not my next one. I did actually try to put it in order from not worst to best, but in some sort of order. So my next one after Sergeant Thunderhoof was Ghost Imperia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. I think it's not my favorite album from Ghost, but it's just so many bangers on it. I think probably my favorite's got to be Driftwood, and you've got Spillways, Watcher in the Sky, Hunter's Moon. They're just epic, and the production on it is superb as well. So, yeah, love it. Can't say enough about it, really.
Yeah, same.
Not as
That was like
poetic as
probably
you
my
put it
number
anyway.
one.
Oh, your number one?
Okay, yeah. If you've both got Ghost, I haven't got Ghost on my list, but yeah, it's
surprising.
it's an honourable mention. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Ghost. It was an awesome album. I thought it was good, but they're becoming more and more polished, if that is a word.
Yeah, they're very stadium and arena ready now compared to the early days. But this album in particular, I thought it sounds big, like the whole production of it, like the way it's mastered, it just seems big.
Yeah.
It's very catchy. It's probably the most catchy out of all of them. And at first, I probably didn't like it as much as a lot of their albums. Actually, I thought it felt a bit too poppy for me.
Same here.
But it grew on me in the end. I really liked it.
That's the same as me. Yeah, in first instance, I think that's probably how I've done the albums on this list of the first instance of when I've listened to them and been like, yeah, this is good. You know what I mean? But yeah, Ghost did it. I did listen to it. I liked it first of all because I'm a Ghost fan and well, but it did take a bit of time to grow on me as a awesome album. I thought, yeah, it's a good album. But as an awesome album, it took a bit of time, but yeah, it's a great choice. I'll go next. Next for me is Bleed From Within.
Oh,
Shrine, man.
Yeah.
Now, this album.
Oh.
A lifelong metalcore fan. This fucking album, man, came out. I mean, it's awesome. The Scottish metal core band, Bleed From Within. I think they're setting the standards right now for the UK metal scene and soon the world. The previous album, Fracture, was a huge success and set Shrine up to be a cracker, and it didn't disappoint. It's not fucking it was fucking awesome. From the opener, I Am Damnation, to Sovereign and Levitate, the album keeps its high energy, huge breakdowns and guitar solos, not always familiar to metalcore. They've got that in there as well. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They got a bit of everything. Yeah, man. It's a Flesh and Stone, Invisible Enemy, Sky, and Stand Down are filled with blast beats, masterful grooves, and arena-ready choruses. I think it's just awesome. Death Defying, Shapeshifter, Temple of Lunacy, Killing Time, and the closing track, Paradise, stick with the theme of awesome, crushing riffs and big choruses. It's just a heavy metalcore album. It makes me smile just thinking about it.
This is like kind of like set the standard for what metalcore should be as an album.
It is.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's the perfect metalcore album, hands down.
Yeah, man.
Especially this year, anyway. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, man. I think they've just created a. It was because Fracture was awesome. Right.
Yeah, that's the album that got me into them.
Yeah, I suppose I would say that's probably me as well. Like the name being thrown around a lot before and whatever. Then this Fracture, it was just like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. And then topping that with Shrine, and I think Shrine's a better album now.
Yeah, I didn't at first, and then because I think I was just so I liked the first one a lot, and then the new one came out. I was like, oh, it sounds like more of the same, but they've actually built on what it was there rather than just being a carbon copy.
They have built on it, and you could totally get built on it because being like fans of Fracture, and even before, like, and you never really heard Bleed from Within's name thrown about or in the same sentences of other bands, but now they're getting thrown in the same sentences, and they're going on a European tour now. And now they're going to America. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and next week.
Yeah, next Saturday.
No, Saturday after.
Oh yeah,
17th.
yeah.
17th.
Fuck
it. Of course it's 17th.
Who are they with?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I've just bought tickets for them. Yeah. Have you got that album on your lists?
Yeah.
That was my next one.
Nice. What do you think of it?
Yeah, just what you said.
I knew he was going to say that. That's what I thought you. I would ask. Yeah, man. It's just brilliant. I can't applaud the album enough.
Yeah, I reckon I've listened to that the most out of all of the albums on my list, other than Ghost.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, I think other than that and Thunderhoof, I think I've probably listened to them two albums the most on my list. Sweet. You want to go next?
Well, I only got one more because
everyone's took them.
Everyone else got, so I suppose I better just go to my number one, which would be Lorna Shore, Pain Remains.
Yes.
Yeah, which is what I was saying to Aaron, is surprising coming from someone like me.
I thought it was pretty funny, to be fair, just in conversations of the top 5 albums when we share things before and things, and like James's top albums are not in just the top 5, but just anything was Lorna Shore, and then you got Chelsea Grin in there. It's like, what's happened to James?
I know.
Fucking hilarious.
She's actually telling me to turn it off.
It's coming to the dark side.
It's too much. There's no turning back now. I can't. But no, this album is just so good. Like, especially with the Pain Remains trilogy on its own is an absolute masterpiece. But then when the album drops and you got Welcome Back, Oh Sleeping Dreamer, and that's just a dirty way to start an album on a freaking drop like that. And you got Curse to Die. Every song is just ridiculously just filled with filth and dirt, and I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. But also the trilogy comes out with the great videos that came out with them as well. They're just, it's a whole nother level for this sort of genre anyway. But yeah, I'm well impressed with it. So that was actually my number one.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Kind of skipped a bit, but it's crazy.
I'm pretty much the same as you. Yeah, the band's. I think it's probably one of the most anticipated albums of 2022 from the vibe I got from fans and different people from it. I think, and again, they didn't disappoint. It was earth-shattering breakdowns, extreme drums, and demon-like vocals. Made this one of the best albums of the year. It's a relentless barrage of deathcore accompanied by the last 3 songs, Pain Remains 1, 2, and 3, he said, which the videos captured everyone, I think, and sort of brought the songs to life.
Yeah, it really did.
You know what I mean? It did. It's in my top 5 as well.
Yeah. I've got a lot of respect to them as well. I didn't know a lot about them before. I checked out the EP that come out before this, but when we saw them live and then we found out that the drummer obviously wasn't on that tour and the bass player had to fill in for the drums. That's, that is just ridiculous. Um, I mean, come on. But yeah, so I've got a lot of respect for the musicianship behind it. Is yeah, it's so well written. The guitarist is insane. Everything about it is just excellent. So I'm looking forward to what
Yeah,
comes next.
yeah, same with. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's it.
But yeah, man, it's definitely in the top 5. I think it'd be lots of people's top 5 this year.
Yeah.
Metal albums. Yeah. Go on, Al, you go next.
Right, my next one is Behemoth, Opus Contra Naturam, or
Yeah.
however their weird Satanist
Yes, we had struggles
names
with
go.
that
Yeah. They like using V's for U's when they shouldn't, and then fucking
It's that damn Latin.
yeah.
That damn devil talk.
I actually really love this album, and I think the thing that set it off for me was when they did the pre-release album and they played like half of the album on top of a building in Poland.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
sick.
and there's like all the lights and there's like helicopters flying around and shit. It was amazing.
Mm.
I think they've just gone from strength to strength from the Satanists, really. They seem to be just on fire, going on massive tours. Songwriting, I think, has never been better. There's probably more death metal now than they've ever been, rather than just black metal. They
Yeah,
managed to mix it up quite well.
Yeah, they're more sort of melodic-y now, aren't they? More,
Yeah, rather than just pure brutality.
Yeah, atmospheric, melodic. The whole sound of it's awesome. It's not in my top 5, but it was in my honourable mentions as well. But I do really like the album.
Yeah, I think it was just probably one of the more different albums that I did actually like this year. There's quite a lot. It's quite a varied album, I think, for them. It's quite a few. There's a bit more slower stuff on there, but yeah, definitely very good.
Mm.
Did you say you're done, Joe? Is that your top? Was it your top 5 albums?
Yeah, we've mentioned all my 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So
we'll go on to my next one then. My next album is Upon a Burning Body, Fury.
mm-hmm. Come on.
I like the band. I think they're awesome anyway. But they brought out this, and it's just one of the albums this year that has caught me, and I've just constantly gone back to it as well. Just listen to. It's well suited to everyone that likes groove metal and fans of metalcore as well. It's like in that pocket. The breakdowns, heavy riffs are what have become accepted for Upon a Burning Body. It's not much that is their thing, their sound. The album is it's honest, down to earth, just ear shattering metal. That's what I get from it. Fucking Upon a Burning Body, man.
Yeah, it is a good album. It's on my honourable mentions.
Yeah, same.
Nice, yeah, man. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's I'm Texans like them as a whole as well. Not because they're Texans. We said they're a couple of Texans, but yeah, they just bring it all the time, and it's just another album that's up there, man.
Yeah, I think this album is a bit. You can see a bit Lamb of God in this album. I think
there was this album and another album that I don't know if Al's got or whatever. There was this album, and another album that I toured with, both of them, and it was like both awesome. But I'll pick this one. But I'll let Al go, and if he's not got it, then I should.
I don't think it is. All right, so this is my last one. Is Machine Head of Kingdom and Crown.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Which I was quite surprised that Machine Head could ever bring out another album that would get into a top list, because they've kind of been on the wane for me for a little while.
Yeah, man.
And then this was another return to form for an old band, but I think they had a lot further to climb up than Lamb of God did. It was another one that took a while to grow, but I think that the new band members have definitely helped. The guy from Decapitated coming in and playing guitar definitely works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the songwriting was much better than it has been for a while. The lyrics definitely a lot better.
Oh, it's far from catharsis. It's like
Yeah,
it's much better album than that. I don't know. I think I liked it, but it was still. I don't know. I just see. Maybe I just can't look past Rob Flynn.
yeah,
I just can't see past him. I want to like it. I do like it. I think it's a good album. But I know. I just think sometimes being Machine for so long and so many years, just like I don't know. Maybe my expectations are.
yeah, a bit higher.
Which it's a good album though. It is a good album. I'm not saying it's a bad album. So
Yeah.
what do you think about it, James? Anyway?
Yeah, the same as you. I like the album, but it's just the whole Rob Flynn show I struggle to overlook. So it didn't hit me as hard as it probably would back then, with the famous four that we always speak of so highly. But yeah, I mean, it is a great album. I can't really say much bad about it. It's just I guess it's just that I don't know. I can't overlook that part of it. But it's surprising actually. It didn't actually go in my list. I mean, going into the whole sort of deathcore thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
taken on
So
taken on a
you've done a
slightly
rabbit
different
hole.
direction. I've gone,
Yeah.
yeah, and there's no way out, I don't think, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, yeah, mate. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. I fucking love them bands, man.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. My other album, Torn with that. I've got obviously one more as well, but my Torn album with Upon a Burning Body, or this other album I've got was Goat Horse album. It was,
Yeah,
Yeah.
as well.
Angels Hanging from the Arches of Heaven. I thought it was just another awesome album. It was either Upon a Burning Body, the one I've got, or that, and the one I've got tipped it as well. My last album is because they are the band. Not the band, but and it was early on in the year. They were fucking awesome. Awesome live and awesome album, and that's Meshuggah. And
Yeah.
Immutable. Well, it has to
Yes,
be in there. Man,
huge
the
album.
Swedish did the Swedish Dizent Legends. Well, they done it again with their relentless, no bullshit sound. The instruments meld metal and jazz styles into something that a human brain can't comprehend, and the
Nope.
listener is rendered almost comatose. It's, they are truly one of a kind, and just band that consistently has been releasing awesome stuff since 1987, and I think maybe the anticipation for the album and then it coming out and no, it was maybe made it one of the best albums of the year as well. But it and See It Live at the Albert Hall was awesome, and yeah, they were just fucking Meshuggah, innit?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I did definitely like this album a lot more than the previous one. I
Okay.
don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know what it was about the previous one. It just didn't quite sit with me, but this one was great.
Yeah, it was up there. It's I don't know. I don't know how to. It's sort of hard. I mean, you write things down and do this. It's sort of hard to explain sugar in some normal sort of sentencing. It's
It's hard to explain them just playing them to someone, let alone trying to write down.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's how can you say if someone goes, "Oh, I can't
Yeah.
explain it." All right, let me listen to them and I'll write that down. And you put them on and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Fuck is that?
Fucking with sugar,
That's
man.
exactly how you introduced Meshuggah to me. Do you remember? And there was
Yes,
that.
I'm a sugar
uh,
James.
Yeah, you did, because there was this picture of this. What was it now? You got those vibrators, and you can connect music to it, so it would vibrate to the
Oh
song.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it said this woman was crying, and it had Meshuggah bleed. I was like, oh, I don't get it. He said, oh, you haven't heard of Meshuggah? I was like, oh, so we put it on, and literally like buffer face for the entire time. Like, what is this? But yeah, it's a sound all on its own, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is.
But yeah,
Yeah,
this is a
it's for
huge
sugar.
album. I
I
love
think,
it.
and the great thing about Meshuggah, I think I've said it before, and I say it again, that djent as a genre, that the name they were given or whatever, there's bands that tried to sort of djent bands that not replicate Meshuggah, try to do it, but no one's ever got in their height of day. No one's ever done
Nowhere near.
Meshuggah.
No.
So they are truly an awesome band. Yeah, Meshuggah is the last of my top 5. Yeah, as I said, another one more mention is Goat Wars album, Angels Hanging from the Arches of Heaven. I don't know if that was on your mentions, but I thought that was a great album.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then, what else have I got on this honourable mentions? Spirit World Death Western, which came out last week, is absolutely amazing. I think if that would have come out a couple of weeks earlier, that would have definitely made its way in there.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
Really, really good.
Yeah, I've got Megadeth.
Yeah, which is also wicked.
Yeah, some honourable mentions. James, you got any more?
Well, we've already mentioned Upon a Burning Body, Goat Whore, Sugar. I had Chelsea Grin in there, Suffer in Hell. Just again, another face melter.
Yeah, that's a good album. It's a good album. It's like, I've never been a huge fan of him. Like through the it's always been like Chelsea, but yeah, the newest album is pretty good.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, same as you. I haven't heard much before this. I may have heard a track here and there, but nothing that grabbed me to sort of look into anymore. But this one, I was, again, because I'm on that sort of Lorna Shore, the sort of deathcore ride, I guess. So this is all just coming into play with that. The only one I've got left, apart from the ones you already mentioned, is Ozzy Osbourne's album. Patient Number 9.
Yeah.
Just because it's Ozzy, it has to be in there.
Yeah.
Got Iommi on it, Zach.
But it was actually a good album, I thought.
It's a good album.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's well produced, well recorded. It's all good.
Yeah, it's the Ozman.
Yeah.
Another one that's been touring for 4 years now.
Yeah.
3 or not been touring. I've had a ticket for too long.
I've actually got our physical tickets, and I'm pretty sure it says 2018 on
it. Wow.
I'm surprised that the tickets haven't disintegrated.
I'm pretty surprised you ain't lost them. Since you've moved everywhere, whatever you kept them. Like,
yeah, I've moved 3 times since I had tickets.
Crazy, but that's an awesome album. And the other albums I liked were I liked the Spirit Rocks album. I thought that was alright. Otherwise, not a huge fan, but I thought it was good. And Unto Others, it's a bit different from the normal sounds, but come out and I liked it.
Yeah, I've got Conjurer, Pathos, and Venom Prison, Urbos, which I thought was really good, and Decapitated, Cancer Culture.
Decapitated, Cancer Culture, Cancel. It's
Cancer Culture.
Cancer Culture. It's that was a good album as well. Forgot about that.
I think that came out really early in the year, same as Venom Prison. When I was going through my list today, I was like, February. I can't remember anything.
Yeah, I think Meshuggah's come out fucking January as well, but it's just kept on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the top 5 albums of the year, and there's many more. Many more to come.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get some decent stuff in 2023.
Hopefully.
Let's throw a curveball. What's been your favourite single release?
Oh, blimey.
Put you on the spot. I'll start with mine. Shall I start with mine?
Yeah, go for it.
I've got Orbit Culture's Vultures of North.
I don't actually know that.
I don't know. We'll go because it was the beginning of the year, and it was called Broken Cog was called because it was Nuba Sugar.
Yeah.
It came out pre, but was that actually Broken Cog? Did the album come out this year? It might have come out last year.
I think it was the. Oh yeah, it might have been actually. I think you had "I Am the Thirst," "The Abysmal Lie" were also released.
Yeah, or when "Curse to Die" from.
Oh yeah.
Lord is Sure, that came out, didn't it? That came out as a single. That and I fucking loved that when it came out and it got put on there. So that's got to be up there as well as a single.
Yeah, I don't even know what mine would be. Probably when Ghost re-released "Mary on a Cross" because it got big off of TikTok.
It's a great song.
Apparently, they had no idea that it was going massive, and then like all these kids were using it in these TikTok videos, and I was like, Jesus, this is going crazy on Spotify. So they just re-released it as a single. There's like a chopped and slow version of that.
Yeah,
oh, the slow version is really good.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought I'd throw that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was still trying to think. Yeah, man. What else to say? That's about it, isn't
it? Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Good stuff.
See you later.
Next time.
Later on.
Bye.